Jesse Livermore was born on July 26, 1877, in Massachusetts. His father was a farmer, and his mother was a homemaker. Jesse was a precocious child, learning to read and write at the age of 3.5. By the age of 5, he was already reading financial newspapers and had a talent for mental arithmetic. In fact, he completed 3 years' worth of arithmetic in just 1 year while at school. However, at the age of 14, his father insisted that he leave school and finish his education. This devastated Jesse, who wanted to pursue his love of numbers and arithmetic and carve out his own path in life. With the help of his mother, he ran away from home with just $5 in his pocket. Jesse got his first job as a chalk boy for a brokerage firm called Payne Webber when he was still just 14 years old. He was asked to fill in for a sick employee and was soon given a permanent position. This was an ideal job for him because of his love of numbers. He would write the prices that came through the ticker tape on a chalkboard for customers to see. While working at this job, he became fascinated with the way that prices moved and started keeping a little notebook to record figures and patterns in the movement of prices. He used this information to play at the bucket shops during his lunch hour, where he could back a particular stock based on whether it was going to go up or down without actually investing in the underlying asset. By following his own system, he was able to make a profit, earning $1,000 by the age of 15. However, he was eventually banned from most of the bucket shops in his town because of the amount of money he was earning at their expense. At the age of 21, having been banned from most of the bucket shops in Boston, Jesse took his $2,500 and moved to New York to start trading legitimately at the New York Stock Exchange. However, he lost his money once again. He went to St. Louis, betting against the bucket shops and managed to make enough money to go back to trading in New York. Livermore first became famous for his trading during the Panic of 1907 when he managed to earn $1 million in one day by shorting the market as it crashed. By the end of the crash, he was worth $3 million. When J.P. Morgan asked him to buy as many stocks as he could to help bring the market back to health, he did so and the market started to recover. However, in 1908, he broke his own rule of not taking advice from other people and trusted a tip from a famous cotton trader. He lost 90% of everything he had earned during the 1907 crash as a result. Throughout the following years, Livermore's losses grew deeper and deeper until he ended up with a debt of $1 million and had to declare bankruptcy by 1915. In order to come back, he spent 6 weeks just tape reading in the markets before finally making his move. The result of this trade was a success, and he finally had a stake to be able to begin trading properly again. Livermore began noticing certain patterns occurring in the market leading up to 1929. These were similar patterns to those he observed in the build-up to the crash of 1907. Feeling confident about the hunch he had, he began opening short trades in anticipation, at one point even living in his office just so he could keep placing trades in the lead-up to what he expected to be a huge negative movement. Of course, the boy plunger Livermore was correct and he enjoyed the most successful period of trading of his entire life. By the end of the crash, Livermore was worth around $100 million, which is over $14 billion in today's money. This was the Black Tuesday. After making it to $100 million after the crash of 1929, Livermore started to lose that fortune rapidly. No one knows the true reasons why or how Livermore lost this fortune, as it has never been disclosed. During this time, things were extremely unsettled in Livermore's private life. This included getting a divorce from his second wife, who also went on to shoot his son at a later point in time. Livermore had spent time in Vienna and met his third wife, Harriet Metz, whose last husband had committed suicide. Livermore's children didn't like to be around her. Eventually Livermore had to declare bankruptcy again. This was his third time. Although he was bankrupt, he still believed he could make a comeback as he had done so many times before. But, after all the pressure and emotional strain of everything that had happened in work and in his personal life, it was too much to take and he wasn't able to do it again. On November 28, 1940, Livermore was found dead in the cloakroom of the Sherry Netherland Hotel in Manhattan, aged 63. He had tragically shot himself. It's clear that the story of Jesse Livermore is one of a highly skilled trader who understood price activity and how to operate successfully in the markets. This led to some fantastic successes, which we can all learn from as investors and as traders.